am I? Oh, there I am. Me. Hello. Gonna just dive in right into the main story. Finished everything else. Afterwards, we're gonna play some indie games today. Don't know yet which one. Alright, let's go. I think we're safe. I don't see any Kojin following us. Wait here. I'm going back for Alice. I'm coming with you. No, absolutely not. She stayed behind so that you could escape. Even I know that. I was the one who dragged you all into this. It was my fight, not yours. I knew that from the start, but I also knew I couldn't do it alone. But I've asked too much and let too much happen to you all. I have to make this right, and I have to do it on my own. So let me go, please. I'm asking you as a friend. I have to help her. You can start by finding me a towel and some bandages. Ugh. She's here! Alice! What? Why are you looking at me like that? I said I was going to distract them, not make a heroic and ultimately futile last stand. Who does that anyway? Aww. For the love of... This is stupid. You're embarrassing yourself. And me. Shut up and let me have this. Right. That wasn't so bad, was it? Now then, we need to hurry back to Isari. Aww. Friendship. I don't see any soldiers. Do you think the Confederacy drove them off? This pants. Pants. Oh. These are nice. Shorts. I'll go with the long pants. Mount speed increase. Something definitely happened here. I see several people who look like they might be injured. Let's give them a hand and find out what we missed. Do I need help? Oh, I'll be fine. It's nothing that won't heal. You should go after Lise. Oh, wait, there's someone here. Where's the tavern? Flustered Fisher. Ah! Oh, you're not Imperial. Is it over? Kami be praised. I was certain she would have killed us all. She would have us all killed and bring Isari to the ground, or kill us after making us watch, or barricade us in our homes before putting them to the torch. There's another one. Somewhere. Oh, there you go. Stupefied Senior. Thank you, my child. When the fight started, I tried to run and hide, but fell and couldn't regain my feet. I thought for sure we'd all be slaughtered, but the pirates drove them off. I never thought I would see the day when the Confederacy came to our aid. Is it up here? No, it's like one over. I remember you. You're the one who saved me from the Doman catchers. Thanks to you, we managed to rescue the fishermen and my kidnapped comrades, one of whom joined the Confederacy with me long ago. It would have broken my heart to have had to bury him. Oh, and if you're looking for the captain, you'll find him in the tavern. Jump. Oh, is this the tavern? No, wait. Talk already? What have you learned? At the tavern, you say? In that case, we should find Lise and speak with him together. There he is.
ああ、のろしは無事に見えたみたいだな。これでお前らが戻ってこなかったら、さすがに寝覚めが悪いってもんだ。
豪雪、それに2人も無事で本当によかった。
捕まるのは慣れていると申したでござろう。この通りピンピンしておるわ。
村の様子を見る限り帝国軍が去ってまだ間もないという感じだけど、状況はどうなの？
連中は最初こそ抵抗していたものの、後人族の援軍が望めないと知るやあっさりと撤退した。おかげで大した被害もなく村を奪還できたのだが、腰椎は取り逃がしてしまった。あの用心棒の男、頭は回らんようだが力は
I
相
thought
当
Gosetsu wearied him out.
お前らの筋書き通り、この一件は帝国の横暴に耐えかねた海賊衆の襲撃ってことになってる。反乱軍の一派と組んでるなんて今は思っちゃないだろうよ。だからまあ支度をしたらとっとと先に言っとけ。できる限りは帝国軍の目を引いといてやる。
Noma shall be free. This we swear.
そうも迷いなく言われると不思議と成し遂げられる気がするものだ。お前たちにかけたのは間違いでなかったと信じている。
協力してくれて本当にありがとう。あなたたちに危険が及ぶ前に手を打てるよう最善を尽くすわ。
お、礼を言いたいのはこっちなんだがな。そいつはお互い無事に生き残ってからにするわ。せいぜい期待して朗報を待ってるぜ。
ところでお前らはこれからどこに？ドマの解放を目指すとなるとやっぱりヤンサか。
そのつもりでござる。かの地には今も拙者の仲間が潜んでいるはず。
仲間。
合流し次の手を講じるといたそう。
ヤンサはドマ城を有する動乱の中心地。今回は幸いこの村を救うことができたが、あちらの集落は大方夜露の粛清を受けた後だ。敵はもちろん味方だと思ってる奴にも気をつけろ。あの女が振りまく絶望は人を変える。
じゃ、俺たちは仲間を連れて根城に帰るぜ。ああ、そろばんのやつも機会があればまた取引したいそうだ。それまで絶対に負けんじゃねえぞ。
Yay, happy ending. We don't know where that lady went. What the heck? Sheer? I'm taking this. According to my map, the plains of Yanxia lie to the west. Up north is the One River, upon the shores of which Doma was built. This is it. We're finally headed into the heart of Doma. I can't help but be a little nervous. You did well. Were it not for the tremendous strength and bravery of you and yours, many innocent souls would have suffered terrible fates. Though I knew the Confederacy would be loath to meet the Imperials in battle, I also know that any could win them over, it'd be you. Truly, yours is a heroic spirit that inspires men to rise above their circumstances, to strive for something greater. It would be an honor to travel with you again. Now then, let's not squander the Confederacy's gift. Yanxia and my countrymen await. There's a tunnel to the southwest. We need but follow it to reach our destination. With me! Southwest. Oh! Right there. No more currents. Okay. Let me pick up these. To undertake this, you must clear 450 of the Palace of the Dead. Oh. Oh no. What is this? Oh, this is a beast tribe. Okay, that's fine. We'll do that one later. We'll go to Yanxia now. Meanwhile, on the shores of Orthard, those red guys? I think they are red guys. E.
一休みしたらすぐ行くぞ。運び出さねばならんものは他にもあるんだからな。
Are those bombs?
まったく人の侵入者に遅れを取ると。
Oh no.
また攻め込まれてはたまらん。特に大事な宝物だけでもしばしよそに移動せね
ば。私の頼んだ任務を放り出してお出かけかい？連絡もなしとずれないじゃないか。
よつゆ殿、申し訳ない。一族の危機であったのだ。
Oh no.
我らが拠点が人の襲撃を受けて。
Are we gonna be found out?
はあ、海賊衆にうまいことはめられたんだね。まったく肝心な時に無能なんじゃ何のための契約よ。おかげで私まで仕事を果たせなかった。あいつらを虐げて身も心も引き裂いて生き様すべてを踏みにじってから殺してやるはずだったの。ま、済んだことは仕方がない。代理総督としてお前さんたちに任務を果たせなかった罰を下そうじゃないか。
待て、待つのだ。
Oh no. What the fuck? The treasure? No, it's them. Your plate's breaking.
ああ、ダメ。全然ダメ。こいつらなんかじゃ笑えもしないわ。 当然よね。不愉快だけど恨んでないもの。やっぱりなぶるのはドマの連中でないと。
What the fuck is with this lady? Well, the treasure is broken. A sword. Is this the Lord's sword?
これはベニコーラのご神道かい？なるほど。
Maybe not.
妖刀と
Intense
噂に
hatred for her
聞くだけ
people.
あっ
That's
て
so
技物
weird.
じゃないか。
What's wrong with
今
her?
回の失態はこれで生産できるかもね。
ゼノス様、許してくれるか？左遷は嫌だ。早く戻って
Maybe they betrayed her. Oh.
あいつと戦いたいの。
お前さん、そんなに私の舌が
Mambina, hello. Am I a potato?
つくづくしつけの
I am
な
a
ってない
potato.
アホだね。あいつっていうのがどちら様だか知らないけどね。望みを叶えたいなら死ぬ気で働くもんさ。分かったらこの刀を持ってきな、デクノボー。
Wait, Javelin, how far are you in the story? Because there was a quest that required Palace of the Undead to unlock. Or Palace of the Dead. And we haven't done that yet. That's just the Stormblood Palace. Oh. So far than you. Okay.
ドマの領地ヤンサ。踏み入ったその場所は
This is still Lise narrating, right? I think so. Oh yeah, this definitely looks like China.
けれど巨大な魔導フィールドの向こう、隔離されたドマ城を見た時の気持ちは今も忘れられない。命、尊厳、希望、あらゆるものを失った国。静寂をかき分けて私たちは進んでいった。
Is this just no survivors? Ooh, how big's this? 2 aetherites. Alright. Yes, this is far enough. Ere we proceed further, I would speak of Yanxia and what became of her, of what lies beyond the Great Wall at the heart of Doma. We should be glad to hear it, but it is wise for us to have this conversation here on the road out in the open. Once your caution would be warranted, but no longer. Zenos did not linger after he crushed the rebellion. He appointed Yotsuyu to act in his stead and quit these lands for fresh sport. The acting viceroy was no less merciless than her master. Without warning, her men would march into villages and search for radical elements, killing and torturing any who dared resist. And then as quickly as they had come, they left. Satisfied that the memory of the purges would keep the people in line, she relaxed her grip on Yanxia, when need for a leash when the dog is broken. The village of Namai lies to the west. Though I doubt the Imperials are present, let's proceed with caution. What does potato Final Fantasy player even mean? Lala? Potatoes Lala? Oh. I don't know why you... Well, I as a person am a potato, but no, I'm playing an aura. Oh my god! Pretty tiger. Don't eat me, please. Oh, there are people living here. I climb something. Come on. Alright, there you go. Inobi. Oh, there are people here. Pot of bees to be found. Well, except for those over there and there. Okay. Rice paddy fields. Oh, it's just like Genshin. There she is, the humble village of Namai. How delicious her rice, how sweet her persimmons. Too long has it been since I saw her with my own eyes, and for a mercy, the Imperials appeared to be absent. Let no man claim that I'm reckless. Prudence has ever been my watchword. Kanade, venture closer if you would, and confirm that there are no soldiers lurking about. Sounds like a personal problem, but okay. Nori, hello! How are you?
少なくともここからは帝国兵がいるようには見えないわね。
That's such a cute emote! Magical Momoka?
Yoし、ならば
Good, how are
隠れ
you?
る
I'm
必要
good.
もござらん。行って直接話を聞くとしよう。
It was very productive today, and I did my 2022 goals planning. And I feel good. Neat.
頼もう。名前村の皆よ、健在でござるか。この一帯の状況を教えてくれい。
あれってまさか侍大将の？
間違いねえ。豪雪様だ。生きてたのか。
Oh, they don't like that.
ん？皆どうしたでござるか。
Probably because he slayed 1,000 domas for the garlands.
はは。さては拙者死んだと思われておったな。確かに幾度か死にかけたが、ほれ、足もあればつけてもおらん。
Yeah, I am getting as far as I can.
どうしましょう。こんなところを帝国の人に見られ
Yeah,
たら。
he's gonna bring danger. I'm progressing as far as I can before I play an indie game with my friends later today. Who that?
あんた、どうしてここに？何してるんだよ。
Yeah, I just so happened to fall on maintenance day.
なんだ小僧、村の者か。どうしても何も話を聞きに来ただけでござる。警戒せずとも
化けて出たわけではござらん。そういう話じゃなくて、もうとにかくこっちに早く。
And now we've scared the villagers. It do be like that. Pretty often. I don't know who you people think you are. Again, you've addressed us with unwarranted spite. I have let your propriety pass until now, but no longer. Who are you, boy, to speak to me thus? Know you not who I am? I am Is of Namai, a farmer like my father before me, and his father before him. I wouldn't expect a man like you to know who I am, but I know you, and we all do. Lord Kaien's retainer and leader of the rebellion, Gosetsu, notorious fugitive, wanted dead or alive by the Empire. Is that what this is all about? I'm hardly the first man to earn the ire of the Empire, nor will I be the last. Was not Namai home to which brave and true warriors who fought beneath our banners for king and country? They fought and they died, every last one, and then the Imperials came looking for more because of them. They were this close to killing us all, to burning our village to the ground. We've only just begun to enjoy some semblance of peace. Never again. Never again, do you understand? We've had enough of you and yours. Whatever it is you're plotting, leave us out of it. Passionate as his pleas may be, surely you must know I cannot leave things as they are. But for now I shall respect his wishes. We must continue on towards our final destination, the House of the Fierce, proud headquarters of the Doman Liberation Front. There's a secret entrance to the north of Namai, by way of a small spring. Come, I'll show you. You failed, Your Highness, I'm a Jedi, like my father before me. I never watched Star Wars. Where is this? Still below? Oh! This must be the spring. This map has a lot of verticality. This way. We must dive into the water. Have no fear. It is but a short distance. You need not hold your breath for long. Do we still have the blessing? Okay, it's shift space, right? How do I swim again? Or dive? Oh my god. Oh, control space. Yeah, thank you. Second best map in Stormblood. Which one's the first? Have I been there yet? Valley of the Fallen Rainbow. Sounds pretty. Which way's up? Did I go the right way? Oh wait, it's right here. Liberation Front Guard. Ooh, you don't seem okay. Haha, how invigorating. Congratulations, my friends. You are come to the House of the Fierce. Oh! It's obnoxious, though. I want a bandana. Okay. You are Kanade, are you not? We were told of your coming. Heroes of Eorza, we are of the Doman Liberation Front. Are honored to receive you. If you would be so good as to follow me. This place looks like it's in
ここ
shambles.
が列車たったこれだけの人数で戦いを
You can't just say that out loud, Lise.
先の反乱以前はかなりの数の同志が国中に潜んでおった。だが戦火の中で多くの仲間は倒れ、一命を取り留めた者がようやくここに集ったのでござる。任務に出ている者も含め全員をかき集めたとて、かつての戦力には遠く及ばぬが
she is kind of an
立派
airhead.
な幽谷の死、今なおくじけずドマ解放を目指す同志でござる。
These people who have nothing and welcome you into their home. So true. Are these all shinobi?
そう我々は
ユキ
会議のため共に命を懸ける同志。そこに貴殿たちが訪ねてきてくれるとは想像していなかったがな。
Outfit change too? Oh man.
夕霧よかった元気そうだね。思ったよりも早い再会になったけど会えて嬉しいよ。ああ今しがたちょうど任務を終えて帰還した。おかげさまで今のところは息災だ。
何？任務を終えたと？ということは和歌が見つかったのか？
落ち着いてくれ。まずはどうして彼らがお主と共にここへ来たのか、それを聞かせてもらえないだろうか。なるほど。アラミ語の方でそんなことが。
本当だったらすぐにでも帝国軍と戦いたいよ。でもアラミゴ解放軍には立て直す時間も帝国と戦う仲間も必要なんだ。そのためにもドマの解放に力を貸したい。動機はあなたたちと少し違うかもしれないけれど、紅玉会で私たちの決意は見せたつもりだよ。
その心意気しかと受け取った。こちらからもぜひ貴殿たちに協力を願いたい。どうかよろしく頼む。
して夕霧よ、お主に頼んでおった和歌の捜索はどうなったのだ？
先の反乱で亡くなられた海燕様のご子息、国主の後継者であり、今は我らの主でもある飛燕様を豪雪と私は探していた。敗戦の折、私に民を逃がすように命じた飛燕様はしばしこの地で帝国と戦い続けていたそうだが、最後には深手を負い行方不明になっておられたのだ。しかしこたびの捜索で私はついに飛燕様にお会いすることができた。場所はアジムステップ、ドマの領外だ。
まことでござるか。和歌はご無事であられたのか。今はどちらに？まさかすでにここへ？
飛燕様はご存命で傷も大方癒えていた。だがドマへの帰還を願う私にこう言われたのだ。民がなお戦を望むのであれば、勝利
Wait, he looks like Hanzo.
しかし、これ以上の戦乱を望まぬのであれば、自分の首を持ち帰り、帝国に差し出すべし。 飛燕様の首を差し出して助かろうなどとドマの民が思うはずがない。私はそう訴えたのだが、あの方の決意は揺るがなかった。ならば真実を確かめて参りましょうと、私はこちらに帰還してきたのだ。
Learn the truth of her heart? Doma's heart?
そう出られたか。なるほど。若らしい
You mean Hanzo looks like Lord Hien? True.
あの方は
Hanzo did come after Lord Hien.
誰より理解しておられる。故にまず民に再起の志がなくば戦いを強いはしまいと言いたいのでござろう。
どうあれ、祝に国と命を捨てさせてなるものか。
Stormblood's 2017?
散っていったものにも申し訳が立たぬ。私は
And Lord Hien does look like Hanzo. Wait. Yes.
その問答、今は控えておけ。はるばる西方から来てくれた仲間をいたわり、ここは一度休憩といたそう。
As you can see, they went to great lengths to disable the Eighth Rite. Apparently in the twilight of days of the rebellion, they feared that Xanos would be willing to risk sending unattuned conscripts. That said, it is hardly irreversible. They may have the necessary materials. But they have the necessary materials. It would be a challenge to repair it alone, but may have with my brother's help. Speak with your friends. Where's the crystal? Oh, it's right there. Stormblood was 2017. You should hear this. He was just telling me about something. What you have to understand is that it was not a simple matter of numbers. The bulk of the 7th never even took the field. It was Xenos' stratagems that won the war. They were unlike anything we'd ever seen. His formations were unorthodox, bewildering. We honestly thought we had him on the back foot. One moment we were pressing home our advantage, the next we were surrounded at his mercy. And then he stood before us, his cornered prey, alone and unarmed. He beckoned us to come forward and fight for our lives. And this lad lives to tell the tale. One by one my comrades charged. Fearless and unflinching, he would dance amidst their blades for a time and then draw close, as if to embrace. One after another, he made us watch. Do you understand? He made us watch. What kind of monster enjoys killing people? I do not think there was any joy in it. Nor justice, nor morality, nor meaning. To him, the weight of one life is no different from that of 1,000. A challenge has been issued and was accepted, but on finding us no challenge at all, his objective changed. There were tales of Imperial soldiers being flayed for slaughtering families, for breaking brave men's spirits. Only later did I come to understand why. He did not desire obedience, he desired hate, and men consumed by it. A new battle, a new enemy, a new challenge. The hunt, I am told he called it, a hunt without end. And when all our best lay dead and broken, he left. He left, muttering that we had bored him. But our weapons, at least, he held his interest. For he took a fallen samurai's sword, having grown fond of it. Since that day, he has ever wielded Far Eastern blades. He is said to be fascinated by ones with storied histories. And so soldiers who seek to curry his favor often present those of defeated enemies as gifts. Does Hanzo have a cutie patootie ninja girl and an old man samurai who can row across the ocean? I think not. He has a twin brother. Maybe his dad was a samurai. I don't know about the ninja girl. True, Genji and Reinhardt. It's like it's all a game to him. People are suffering, dying, and he's collecting swords? We all feel the same, but my lady, you must understand. On the battlefield, reasons do not matter. The victor is not the just, the strong, and the strong become the heroes of the table. We were not strong enough. It's not sufficient to be right, to be just. Without strength, our path has but one end. Subaru! Greetings and well met, my friend. If you have any questions regarding the House of the Pierce, I should be glad— oh. Goodbye. Yiggity! Though resources are limited, our stronghold is secure. You may rest and recover here in safety. So, pretty good. Mayhap a brief respite is in order. Were I 20 years younger, these wounds would not warrant a second glance. Alas, no samurai has the strength to defeat that old villain age. That villain old age. Well, what say you to the House of Fierce? Compared to your Rising Stones, I concede it may seem somewhat lacking. It hath been a haven these past 10 years to all those who would set Doma free. Regrettably, our efforts in that time have come to little and less. When the Emperor died, we were so sure the hour of our liberation was at hand, but Zeno soon put paid to that, with the aid of Yotsuyu and the secrets she sold. What's this? Just a crystal? I do hope you've taken this opportunity to rest and recover. It is well that you spoke with one of the survivors of the massacre. To defeat one's foe, one must first understand his true nature. As the Alamegan resistance has struggled, so too has the Doman Liberation Front. More so, perhaps, given the precarious position in which we find ourselves in the wake of our doomed rebellion. We are few and our enemies legion. We are weak and they strong. Yet with your help, I believe there is little we cannot achieve. I only hope the depth of our predicament has not shaken your commitment to our cause. Never. Victory will be ours. Oh, she's bowing to us. Aye, that it will. With the hero of Eorza on our side, we cannot lose. What's this? Tiny horns. What's this one? Yeah, we're taking the tiny horns. Now then, I should be glad to discuss our next course of action. Though now that I think on it, I myself have been away from Doma for some time, and even after my return, the search for Lord Hien commanded my full attention. Mayhap it would be both to our benefit if we were to see the reality of Doma for ourselves. For did my lord not bid me learn the truth of her heart? Let us do this together. Let's go among the people and with our own eyes bear witness to their hardship. As a foreigner in these lands, your reputation does not precede you. Moreover, unlike Otsetsu, I can accompany you without attracting unwanted attention. I'd like to join you if that's alright. By all means, we should be glad of your company, and your perspective. Namai is not far. I say we begin there. Oh wait, do I have to turn in my weekly book tomorrow, like in the morning? Because if so, I need help doing— what's this? I need help with these. Are y'all online? He's in cutscene. You got next week's book, it looks like. What? What do you mean? Deadline 1:11, 3 a.m. Oh. Wait, what? But I took this recent. I took this last Tuesday. Weird. Okay, I guess... Wait, what if it's like a typo? I think you were fine the books last 2 weeks. Okay. Alright. In that case, we're okay for now. We didn't have time to this. You can get a new book whenever? Really? I didn't know that. Is this the right way? Alright, control space. I pick one up as soon as I turn it... Oh, I did not know that. Because I turned it in yesterday by... not yesterday. Last week by accident. No, over a week ago by accident. And was like... And was under the impression that it was like just a weekly book. Alright, that's good to know. Thank you all for clarifying. Wait, he just saw us come out of here. Does he know our secret base is down there? I'm not wearing pants. Can I go up here? At least they're not mean to us. Wait, there's no other people here. Like, players. Tomorrow you can pick up a new one, and if you complete it, you can turn in the two you had have. Oh! Wait, why does she specifically say Tuesday? Do they just refresh every Tuesday so you can have like 2 at once? I'm just getting rid of the exclamation point. Are they down here? Yes. Eee. Oh, she's disguised. Ah, I'm glad to see that you too put thought into your garments, given the covert nature of our activities. Have we? Not really. Every Tuesday you can pick up a new book. Oh, okay. I should think my reason's obvious. To enter the village while wearing the garb of shinobi would be beyond reckless. We shall pose as traveling merchants. Kanade as our leader, as we her assistants. Are there any objections? Did they see us yesterday, though? I'm not really the merchant type, but if you think this is the best way to go about it, I'll trust you. And without further ado, let's begin. Weren't you the one who came with the general? No? I see. My mistake. I knew it. It warms my heart to see traveling merchants in Nanamai again. Though the Imperials never sealed our borders, folks like you have taken to avoiding Yanxia ever since the rebellion. Unfortunately, that has only made it harder for us to survive, you may have noticed, but we lack for a great many things. It was not much better before, true, but it's only gotten worse. Rip. I don't see any exclamation points. Oh. Foreign peddlers? In Namai? Whatever it is you sell, I have no money to buy. Perhaps you should go elsewhere. Saying that, I know no village in Yanxia that has fared any better. Once I would have directed you to the samurai lords of Monzen, had they not all died in battle or in the purges. There's Doman Enclave, of course, but that lies beyond the Dairyu moon gates. Needless to say, the Imperials are disinclined to let any but their own pass. Wolf person? Oh my god, it is! Traveling merchant, with me perchance. Ugh, better not to know when I have so little coin. You feel your eyes upon me. You know not the Lupin? Surely you have not been long in Lianxia. Otherwise you would. Oh, hey Jen. Hello, I'm home. I haven't eaten dinner yet. Yep, no, you're good. No worries. Take your time. Then let me know when you're ready. But the memories of such times fade with every pass. Oh wait. For generations we've served the lords of Doma. Compassionate and wise they were. But the memories of such times fade away with every passing day. As others will tell you. Chigusa. You? A merchant? Forgive me my skepticism, but you strike me less a woman of commerce and more a common sellsword. Give your best impression of Hancock. Give your best smile. Talking just makes things worse, so... Stand corrected. Such a warm and cordial nature you possess. I pray you forgive me my earlier rudeness. It has been some time since the Viceroy came to our village to purge it of insurgents. Those who resisted suffered terribly, and those who did not fared little better. We who remain know better than to risk her ire. The Imperials demand laborers, we comply. If they demand conscripts to send as soldiers to other provinces, we obey. Ours is a difficult life, with little in the way of luxuries. I know not what you sell, merchant, but I doubt that I, nor anyone else here, can afford it. Wait, hang on, I'll be right back. Okay. There's something stuck under my nail. I think I got it up. I also ended up buying Satisfactory. Nice. You know Mick also plays that. What have you learned? Niece and I encountered much of the same. They have been pushed beyond the brink. Expect frustration and disillusionment, but not so much that they would come to question the wisdom of opposing Imperial rule in the first place. Unless we can convince them otherwise, I fear I cannot convince Lord Hien to return, and without him... Let us not yet lose hope. Though the situation in Namai is bleak, mayhap it is not so elsewhere. I wish to speak with others outside the village. Lisa and I will look for farmers in the paddies to the east. I ask that you look to the south. Surely they cannot ill have given into despair. Wait. That's for flying, I bet. Wait. Maybe I'll grab these and then we'll see objectives for those along the way. Our travels. Help tend to the patties. What's this one? Oh god. Oh, we're fine. What? How do we get up there? Oh. Smelly liquid. Oh, we gotta go to multiple locations for this one. Alright. For flying. Wait a second. Over here. So little players in this area, though. Did you want to queue stuff like extreme? Well, if my book actually expires next week, I think we can hold off. Because I was worried that I wouldn't be able to do them tomorrow. What if the, you know, due date is not tomorrow? Because I was worried about the patching time tonight. There's one player. Now. You would like to help me tend to my fields? That sounds fantastic. Alright. There's no more young people. Arrowhead? Why is this here? Well, at least this village has a lot of rice. We're not done. Clap your hands. Where? Rice is manna from heaven. Thought it was HP. And then I got a clap. That didn't do anything. Okay. That was cute. Is that a furnishing item? Maybe too. Bunch of burbs. Air current. Okay. This one? Okay. Alright, on to- oh, there you are. Hello. Okay, I need to spill smelly stuff on these areas too. Is it down there? Oh no, it's up here. Nice, I didn't jump off the cliff. Did you know about the free chocobo gear? No? What? Wait, where? Is this event related? Not an event. Okay, good. Where do I get? Wait, why didn't it do the thing? Achievements merchant? What? Can hook you up in achieve merch. You did? Oh. Oops. Wait, where is said NPC? It's by Alpaku Flowers. Okay, I'll look there later. Wait a second. When this way? Wait! Oh, it's over here. Who's that? Little girl. No! Oh my god, don't. Sorry. Ooh. Carbuncle. Oh god, don't attack the big cat rhino beetles. Alright. Where Mitros stands, he's an old man. Oh, okay. What am I doing out here? Oh, looking for flowers. I need some for my parents' graves. Once my brother and I usually bring her yellow because it was my mother's favorite color. You haven't seen any, have you? Why is she just standing out here though? Can I go this way? Is this the gate we're talking about? Okay. It's too far. Golden carnation. Hungry caterpillar. How large? And I accidentally hit the sprite. Well. Sprite, go away. Okay. Pretty sure these beetles have seen me by now. Only yellow ones will do. Mother wouldn't have wanted anything else. An assortment of yellow wildflowers perfect for any number of joyful or somber occasions. So that's a dandelion. Golden carnation. Ah, you found some. Thank you so much. That's twice you've saved me now. If you would have some time to spare, maybe you could come with me. I'm sure Mother and Father would want to meet the woman who showed me such kindness. We buried them on a cliff to the west of the village. There's a path through the terraces. I'll show you. West? This way? Nah, don't look at me. Oh, that's his butt. Oh. Wait. Wait, no, it's up. Wait a second, what? How do you get over there? Can I go down and up? What's this? Glittering basin. Whoa! I think I'm in the wrong area. It's pretty though. Is that a giant aetheryte? Yes. Okay, soon. Ah, man, how do you get up there? Do you have to go into the village? It seems like it. Two 16 yards to the west. It's probably up there. Okay. We're so slow. Wait, is it this way? Did I come here? I came here. How the heck? Through the village? What did she say? Nope. No directions whatsoever. How that? Is it up there? Frozen? Oh my god. What's happening? This is probably the wrong... Oh wait, I can still climb up here. Oh, this way, okay. That's a butt. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna yoink this first. Maps are hard. Yeah, they are. There's no indication of topography here. This place is very vertically built. We're here. Just give me a moment to put down the flowers and I'll introduce you. They love to meet travelers and hear tales of faraway places. Maybe you could tell them one about your homeland? Zami! Zami, are you there? What in the... You should not be here. Get away from my sister. Don't be so rude. She saved me from monsters, brother. She even helped me pick flowers for Mother and Father. Go back to the village. Now. Oh, of course. You're scaring me. I said go! Stay inside and lock the door until I return. Don't think me ungrateful. My sister's the only family I have. If you saved her, then thank you, but it changes nothing. I asked you to leave, and now I'm asking you again. I'm not going to report you to the Imperials or anything stupid like that, but it's too dangerous for you to stay here, so please, I'm begging you, just leave us alone. Is that really what you want? How many times do I have to tell you? If they find you here, we're the ones they'll punish, and it will be 1,000 times worse than before. My mother and father believed in the rebellion. They left to fight for Lord Kyan. They came home on a cart driven by Imperial soldiers. The soldiers demanded that the families of the insurgents present themselves, or else they'd burn the whole village to the ground. So we did. What choice did we have? They beat us in the village square with their hands, with sticks, with anything. They kicked us while we lay on the ground begging for mercy. They made us denounce my mother and father, call them fools, call them traitors, say they deserve to die. I heard them laugh, but I dared not look up. One leaned close and whispered in my ear that what he'd do to my sister if they had come back. They're gone. They're never far. All it takes is one wrong word in the wrong ear and they'll return. And then I'll have to dig another grave, if I'm lucky. Whatever you came here to do, leave us out of it. If you want to fight the Imperials, go and fight them on your own. You can't help us. No one can. And this is all we've got. So please, don't take it from us. Rude. But also he's beaten to submission. Southeast. Southeast. Down there. You are come at a good time. We but recently completed our inquiries. What of yours? I was not aware of these events. The boy, Is, he told you all of this? Such disgraceful, despicable crimes. If I knew the man responsible, I would not hesitate to hunt them down and... Forgive me. That outburst was unbecoming. The more I learn of the Imperial's actions in my absence, the more difficult I find it to marshal my emotions. Could Lord Hien have foreseen this? That our people's spirit would be broken so? Though at first I scoffed at his pronouncement, it feels all too possible now that he might resolve to surrender himself. Ooh. Doman iron gauntlets. Tiger skin. Despite everything we've seen and learned, I refuse to renounce this cause. We should return to the House of the Fierce and consult with our comrades. Perhaps together we might... Did you hear that? Quickly, we must find a place to hide. Oh no, are they back? New Ruby Tithe. What's this? Lost grandchild. Persimmons. Is this a town hall gathering?
あれは
Oh.
帝国軍の
Oh no.
何をほうけている。整列、今すぐにだ。
Sweats nervously.
よし、今日は貴様らに重要な通達がある。心して聞くように。先日イサリ村にて海賊衆による総督襲撃事件が発生した。これは実に由々しき事態であり、ドマに駐屯する帝国軍を挙げて制裁を下さねばならない。同じく皇帝陛下に忠誠を誓った貴様らも当然この戦に協力する義務がある。ふん、そう怯えるな。貴様らごときを前線に送ろうとは思っておらん。これから指名する者は我々に同行し、兵器の手入れに協力するように。なーに、終わればすぐに
So
解放
forever?
してやる。まずはお前だ。
連中に慈悲などあるものか。真の狙いはおそらく海賊衆に同調して放棄しそうなものを隔離しておくことだろう。
最後はお前だな。ひとまずはこれくらいで十分だろう。
大丈夫、すぐ戻ってくるさ。村のみんなの言うことを聞いていい子にしてるんだぞ。
This is a death flag.
では本日の要件はこれまでだ。くれぐれも海賊衆のような愚かな企てはせんことだな。天中は今に血祭りにあげられよう。
こんなの嫌だよ。あの子たちを助けなきゃ。連れて行かれてひどい目に遭うかもしれない。
分かっている。絶対にこのままにしておくものか。だがおそらく他の村でも同様の徴収が行われているはずだとすれば、集合場所までは泳がせるべきだ。奴らを追いたい。場合によっては戦いになる可能性
Is
がある。
this a sneak following
貴殿の
mission?
力を貸してもらえるだろうか。
Probably not a sneak
Listen.
mission, but
貴殿はレッシアンに戻り、同志にこのことを伝えてほしい。皆の力が必要になったらすぐに要請する。
そんな、私も夕霧た
oh
ちと
my
行くよ。
god.
待機なんて
Lise,
して
you
られない
have no tact. Come on. You have to go
貴
back.
殿の優しさ、痛み入る。だが今は極力少人数で追跡すべきだ。どうか理解し協力してほしい。
ごめん、分かったよ。目の前だけ見ててもダメだってまた忘れかけてた。だけどピンチになったら絶対呼んでね。
Follow the ninja way. Wait, are we actually gonna be sneaking going? Regardless of what the officer claimed, I fear they have crueler designs for these people. With me, we must hurry. Alright. This is the... Okay, well, we're not sneaking. It's pretty, conspicuous. Wait a second. What aggroed me? Oh. No, go away, go away. There you go. Given the circumstances, we must make every effort to refrain from needless violence. Oh, it is a sneak mission. Here. It is the shinobi's tool. For when a more discreet approach is required, use it with these darts. They are coated with an alchemical reagent that induces a deep sleep. There are soldiers patrolling ahead. Were circumstances different, we could engage them directly, but for the villagers' sake, we dare not risk it. We'll use our blowguns to incapacitate them. Regardless of your familiarity with these weapons, you are a vetted warrior, and I'm sure it will come naturally to you. Did I get a blowgun? Oh. Alright, let's put this here. Time to use my Valorant skills, really? It's not just point and click. There, the soldier on the hill below. Take him and fire. If the dart finds its mark, he should fall within minutes. Oh, this is just zooming in and out. There's no flicks. Oh, whoops. What guard? Oh, right there. Headshot. That was not a headshot. Wait, I accidentally left click the first time. Well done. Now give me your map. There's a vantage point here. No, worry not. I shall be with you every step of the way, keeping watch for other patrols. We'll speak again on the other side of the river. Oops. Why, really? Is there more? Where do I go? All the way over there? Well, I guess Valorant is also point and click. Okay. Ooh. Who's that? Can they see each other fall? Let's get you first. And then you. Now where's the last one? You wanna... Oh! Right here! Oh, I missed. Wait! Oh. Alright. Wait a second. Where's the Aether come? Ooh, Aether card. South. Okay. Probably on the bridge. Wait a second. That's not south. That's south. That's west. There it is. Doman Weasel. Now where's this little kid? Station the guards so they can't see or communicate with each other. We don't know if they have link pearls. What's this? What's it mean? Find the grandson. Oh, there he is. Missing plants, alright. Did they cross the bridge? Probably not. Water serpent. Oh, the other ones were sea serpents. That's very pretty. Oh god. Oh god. West. Scary little looking tree monsters. Where are all these animals bipeds, by the way? These beast tribes. Why couldn't they just be talking wolves? They had to be wolf men. Yugiri? Oh! Excellent work. They appear to be none the wiser. Villagers are being held in the cast room to the south. Luminous. Once it was the base of operations for the Garlean occupation, until 10 or so years ago when they really could into the Doma Castle. Now the cast room serves as little more than a storage facility. I spy 2 sentries near the gate. As you have proven yourself to have impeccable aim, I would ask that you can incapacitate them. Why can't Yugiri do this? We can keep watch. I see one there. There's the other one. I really have to zoom in? Oh. No! No! Alright. Never mind. We're good. I was wondering, what if others come and look? Suspicious. I'm done eating whenever, so when okay. After this story bit. Fine work. You have a gift for the ways of the shinobi. The way is clear. Let's move closer and see what has become of these villagers. I missed the flick on the second. Oh, there actually was a flick. You were right. No rush to getting some dailies done. Okay. Sir, the on from the other villagers are assembled for inspection. Very good. I'll address them personally. Attention. Shortly you will all be transported to the facility on a distant shore. Your duties, as you have been previously informed, will be rudimentary in nature. More specifically, you will be tasked with the repair and maintenance of various arms and armaments, as well as Magitech devices. Magitech? But we're farmers. We don't know the first thing about Magitech. It'd take us months, if not years, to learn how to do that kind of work. The material in question was damaged when your kith and kin rose up in rebellion. Therefore, you bear the responsibility for its repair. If you can't perform your duties, you will learn how. And if you can't learn how, then your villages may find themselves at the mercy of the Confederacy and other radical elements. Is that what you want? What radical is... Deal with this rabble I am not need in the castle. This is no temporary measure. Those men and women will die in servitude. Once they've taken to the other facility, it will be too late. If we are to intervene, we must do so now. Agreed? And let's be about it. Tiger skin. They're just bracelets. Oh. Underwear, yes. They're called small clothes. Despite the urgency of the situation, we must still proceed with the utmost caution to ensure the safety of the villagers. To wit, we must infiltrate the castrum without raising the alarm. Is alarm a word? Yeah, they're called small clothes instead of underwear. I'll deal with any soldiers near the entrance. Stand watch for others approaching the north until you hear my signal. Yeah, I don't know why. They chose that as the word for underwear. From intense music to peaceful piano. For mercy, you spy no Imperial patrols bound for the castrum. A hawk's cry pierces the silence. Yugidi's waiting. This bit is all for immersion. Wait a second, there's a dog here. Stocky soldier, spindly soldier. Speak softly, lest others hear us. What of the outside? That's good. We may proceed as planned. These ones shall not soon wake. However, the others are too close to the villagers. Incapacitating them as I did for these ones is far too risky. Fortunately, a solution prevents itself. I would have you disguise yourself as an Imperial soldier and convince them that a changing of guard is in order. You have your pick of uniforms. They will not protest. This one. Imagine if we took the tiny one. Oh, you can't. Alright. With all due care and consideration, you'll relieve the sleeping soldier of their uniform. You've chosen what you're liking then? Excellent. I shall hide these ones where no one find them. Yeah, real small clothes. That'd be funny. Our sleeping beauties have been laid to rest in their bunks. Oh, and while I was in the barracks, I happened upon these spare uniforms in case the items in your possession are not to your liking. Do we have to equip them? Did I even take? Did I? Choka number 55. The heck? Where is this? Uwagi. Ooh! Wait, these are pretty! Top is level 60. Okay, okay. Where's the gloves? The uniform does slap. Oh, come on. Wow! Boots. Whoa, wait, this looks so nice. Why the Imperial bad guys always got the good uniforms? I mean, the ones in Eorza were kind of bad. I like this one better. This kabuto and teko should match the Uwagi, Hakama, and Choka in your possession. And with that, you have the full set. I'm sure that once you change, it will seem as though it was bespoke. You need to give the soldiers guarding the villagers a proper imperial salute to complete this deception and to convince them to come here, where I will be waiting to deal with them. Bottomless burlap sack. Oh gosh. Where's my shoes? Oh wait, I put them on. And then a helmet. You. Got horns. Does this mean the dogs won't attack me? I guess, hangover, huh? I've been there. Woke up once after a late night drinking, didn't find my kabuto until days later. You don't know what it was filled with, let me tell you. Vomit. Okay, how do I salute again? Imperial. Changing of guard, is it? Got bloody time. Just look at these. Just looking at these on is making me depressed. Reminds me of when I was in their shoes, pissing myself in here. Time already? Not that I'm complaining, mind, but I thought the others would be gone longer. Hey, they're naked. These ones shall sleep soundly along with the others. And with that, there are no more soldiers to trouble us. You can dispose of that accursed uniform too. Time to guide the villagers to freedom. I like this. Minus the hat. Alright. Is this a dungeon? Oh, there they are. There's no guards up here?
みんな聞いてくれ。しばしの間帝国兵の監視は途切れている。今のうちにここから逃げるんだ。
Understaffed and you took away the guards. Oh.
監視が？一体どういうことだ？
Formidable farmer.
まさかお前たち帝国兵を倒したのか？
なんてことを。逃げ切れるわけがない。後でひどい仕打ちを受けるわ。
ここに残っても死ぬのと変わるものか。それくらい貴殿たちも分かっていよう。敵に攻め入る意志がなくとも己を守る気概くらい持ち合わせてはいないのか。ロマの民はそれほどの燃えさしになり下がったのか。
あんた忍びだろ。何を犠牲にしても主君に従うよう仕込まれてる。それで前だけ向いてられるんだ。普通は怖いし迷うんだよ。今に納得してなくたって毎日は変えられなくて、どうしたら最悪にならないかだけ考えてる。惨めでもこれが精一杯なんだ。 だからあんたたちを見てるとすごく痛いんだよ。こういうのもうやめてくれよ。
お若いのたち、落ち着きなさい。まずは助けに来てくださったことに感謝すべきだろう。危険だっただろうにありがとうよ。
There's only despair here.
ご老人方、その傷は。
ここにいる誰にもあるものだ。我々は結局これに屈した。幾度かの帝国との戦で多くの同胞や家族を失い、しまいには海縁様まで失った。その屈辱を受けてなお帝国に魂を売って生きている。本当に申し訳がない。恥さらしの身で再び顔を上げることなどどうしてできよう。あなた方の志は私たちにとって傷に塗る塩に等しいのだ。
そんなあなたたちだからこそあの方は守らんとしているのだな。たとえ己の首を差し出したとしても。皆の主張は承知した。私にはもはや説得する言葉もないが、これだけは覚えておいていただきたい。敗北し打ちのめされ踏みにじられながらも貴殿たちが生きていてくれたことを我が主君は心から喜ばれるだろう。だから生きることだけは諦めないでほしい。貴殿たちを苦しめる者は私がこの命に変えても必ずいつか打ち果たすから。
Couldn't they have chosen a better outfit for the Lupin?
帝国の追っ手が来たら見知らぬ女に騙されて解散したというぞ。それでいいか。
ああ、もちろんだ。いかようにでも言って貴殿とその家族を守ってくれ。
どうしてそこまで。なんでなんだよ。
We can take them. The Empire, I mean. Big alliance raid, you know? Dot dot dot. Apologies. I was lost in thought. Mayhap they have the right of it. Mayhap we are fools for urging them to rise once more. Yet I have to believe that in their heart of hearts they still... Now is not the time. We must finish what we started. I have in my possession a powerful medicine that befuddles the mind and memories. We must administer it to the soldiers before they awake. Medicine will leave the soldiers confused and unable to clearly recall recent events. They will suspect that they fell asleep at their posts and be reluctant to discuss it with others. It is not more than a temporary measure, but we dare not kill them for the sake of the villagers. Tend to the last two I put to sleep. I shall see to the others. She couldn't do this when she knocked everybody out? Where? They outside? Oh, they're still knocked out. Such convenient medicine. Is that it? Oh. Wait, there's no body here. Oh. The contents of this patch are a mystery, but you may be assured of their efficacy in befuddling the mind and memories of hapless Imperial soldiers. Oh, we administered. Wait. Oh, we picked him up and moved him. That's what happened. I don't like the Imperial music. Down here? What is? Okay.
ああ、勝手にすまない。もしかして探させたか？水音を聞いていると落ち着くんだ。まるで海中をたゆたっているような気分になる。実はな、あれだけ偉そうなことを言っておきながら、
Oh, we know.
私はドマの生まれではない。紅玉海の底にある水の里の出身なのだ。私の故郷に立ち寄ったのか？しかも父様と母様がそんなことを。そうだったのか。お二人はご健在であられるのだな。よかった。本当によかった。私はあの海底の故郷を帝国の脅威から守るため忍びの里に入り修練に明け暮れてきた。そのうち腕を買われドマ反乱軍で任務をこなすことになり、 豪雪や海燕様、飛燕様と出会ったのだ。彼らの人柄や生き様には心から感服している。忍びとして主君と土間に仕える気持ちには一点の曇りもありはしない。それでも私の根底にはやはり故郷がある。一族に苦しみや災いが降りかかりませんよう、私を育んでくださった父様と母様が不自由することなく穏やかでいられますようにと願ってやまないのだ。それが私のよすがであると以前飛燕様に告白したことがあったが、何と言われたと思う？
Animated emotes are released for sub slots.
あの方はそれでよいとおっしゃったのだ。他にも守りたいものがあれば土間が劣勢でも立ち上がれる。そういうものが味方にいるのは幸いであるとな。だから土間が苦境にあえいでいる今こそ私は強く立っていたいと思う。難民を連れてエオルゼアに向かった時もそう思っていた。それなのに蓋を開ければ民の説得一つままならぬとは、己の未熟さが心底突き刺さる。
Together we are strong and we must carry on. That's a huge ass ring on my hand.
貴殿にそう言ってもらえると実に心強い。こんな未熟な私にはもったいないほどの激励だ。これからもどうかよろしく頼む。
Someone's here.
あれは帝国の飛空戦艦。
Yotsuyu?
あの方角は土間城だ。何かあったのやもしれん。急ぎレシアに戻るぞ。
No. Water of the Deep. Wait, but I have a side quest here. Okay, let me turn the side quest. Lupin Blade Hand. Oh god. There's so many. Do not perceive. Oh god, no, he's following me. I think I went the wrong way. Okay, let me just turn this in. Ah, okay. Also need to find the wire for my PS4 controller. What the heck is it? Don't look at me. Ah! Here you go, kid. Oh, he's making some medicine. What? Alright, you know, heck of that. We're just gonna go back here. Oh, I'm not a too. What the heck? Let me complete this quest and then I'm gonna swap to Unrailed. Here's your stinky stuff, Dawn. Animal is innards, resin, and garlic. Ew. Okay. Did they repair the aetherite? Riding chocobo faster? Oh, it is faster. Come, we must tell others of the airship, or hear what they know of it. Oh, it's a cutscene. Alright, I'm gonna look for my wires. Man,
二人とも
real
名前
ninjas.
村の人たちは無事に。
ああ、他の村から徴収されたものも含め、その場からは逃がすことに成功した。あくまで一時しのぎではあるだろうが。しかし、今はそれよりも気がかりなことがある。帝国の飛空戦艦が城の方へ向かうのを見たのだ。豪雪、何か情報は入っているか？
うん。あの飛空戦艦の行き先は土間城で間違いない。
What? Lord
乗っ
Hien?
ているのは皇太子ゼノスにござる。
Oh no, I found my wire. Real quick. It's on the shelf.
アラミゴでの一連の騒動。結果は知っての通りだけれど、帝国の上層部は各属州に同じような反帝国組織がある可能性を危惧したみたい。ドマは総督の役目こそ世継ぎに譲られているけれど、本来はゼノスの管轄になっているはず。それであいつが視察に来たみたいなの。
You need to find a way to fight
この機に
Zenos.
乗じて討ち取れば。
Easier said than done.
夕霧、落ち着いて。私たちは
Thank you,
ア
all
ラ
I
ミゴで
say.
あいつと対峙したけれど、正直なところ尋常じゃなく強い。暁の面々だけじゃなく、解放軍の兵士やラウバーン局長までいたのに、仲間を守りきることすらできなかったほどにね。あれから私たちの腕も上がっているはずだけど、あいつと戦うっていうのなら何か手段を講じるべきよ。
Tactician versus tactician.
奴の腕は我らもよく知っている。名だたる剣豪たちですら赤子のようにあしらわれたからな。しかしそれは正面から挑めばこそ。先の戦乱の中では不可能だったが、今ならば忍びの本領を発揮し暗殺も狙えよう。私にその機会をくれないか。
夕霧よ、それがお主だけの意趣返しであるなら止めはせぬ。拙者とてあやつを切りたい気持ちは同じ。しかし敵将を相手取るということは土間の今後をも左右しかねん決断であると分かっていよう。なればこそ我らが使命を思い出すでござる。
Zenos might actually be hacking.
民に戦う意志なくば刀を収めよ。この好機においてなおそう申すのか。進まねばいずれ本当にあの方の首を差し出すことになるぞ。
仮にお主がここでゼノスを打ち果たせたとて、それは一時の勝利に過ぎぬ。報復に現れる帝国の手勢を前に、守られるばかりの民を抱え、お主一人の命で何ができる。思い上がるな。
それでも私は思い上がりであれ、身の程知らずの願いであれ、主の命も戦えぬ民の未来も諦めたくはない。
待って夕霧。
どうしたものかしらね。
He has more plot armor for now. What if we just kill the Emperor? White pants. I'm going with this. I don't know if I'll ever play a tank, but I want to cosplay Edelgard, you know? Alright. That'll be it for Final Fantasy.